This is Team 0-2 Exploring Products Project. Team members are Luca, Jessica, Anna-Kit, John, Colton, and Warren.
The product we chose to talk about for this project is the Logitech M330 Silent Plus Wireless Mouse. This model is a laser mouse, which is the latest technology in movement tracking when it comes to computer mice. The sensor for a laser mouse uses what is basically a miniature, low-resolution, high-speed camera that tracks minute textures in the surface below the mouse in order to determine its speed and direction. An infrared LED and a set of lenses are used to provide uniform lighting on the material below. For other inputs, momentary tactile switches and a rotary encoder are used for buttons and scroll wheel respectively. Since the Logitech M330 is wireless, it communicates with the computer using a radio frequency connection on the 2.4 GHz band using a USB receiver. The materials of the mouse consist mostly of ABS plastic for the shell, rubber for certain parts to provide grip, and copper and tin for the traces and some components on the printed circuit board.
So the first discipline that we chose was mechanical engineering. Here's an overview of mechanical engineering. So mechanical engineering is one of the oldest and broadest and most common engineering disciplines, as the first professional society was formed in 1847, which is the Institution of Mechanical Engineers, although mechanical engineering technology dates back way before this. Some disciplines that mechanical engineering includes is mechanics, mechatronics, which is the study of robotics and how machines work, structural analysis, which involves trusses and bridges, and thermodynamics. In the bottom right, there's a picture of a Bugatti Chiron engine, which has 16 cylinders and 4 turbochargers, and is widely regarded as a great feat of mechanical engineering. Some contributions that a mechanical engineer may have had to make in this project would be the design of the buttons on the mouse, as well as the design of the scroll wheel and how the scroll wheel would function in the mouse, as well as utilizing CAD in the prototyping stages of the mouse. CAD being computer aided design, which is often used to render images of the mouse before it is actually manufactured. Some design choices that a mechanical engineer would have used would have to deal with the physical mouse button again, in that it needs to be silent and tactile and achieve the goal of being quiet and easy to use. Being able to achieve this goal means that Logitech uses the Quiet Mark certification in order to market their product.
Hello, my name is John Newing, and I'm doing the second engineering discipline related to the production of the Logitech wireless mouse. The overview of computer engineering is that it was first developed in 1939. Computer engineering initially branched off from electrical engineering using a combination of physics and mathematics. It specializes in computer hardware, software development, robotics, networking, and electricals. So you can see it as a combination of computer science, mechanical engineering, and electrical engineering. Computer engineering is also responsible for development of computers, AI, robotics, and computing hardware. Computers engineering contributions and design choice for the Logitech wireless mouse is that it allows the hardware, aka the mouse, and the software, the computer, to communicate with each other. And it also provides the foundation and firmware to allow the mouse to be used for computers so that the cursor can react to the movement of the mouse. Its design choices is that the laser optic sensors provide a quieter, more precise, and more technologically advanced experience than a ball mouse, adding to customer satisfaction. The USB is the best wireless connection to avoid Bluetooth malfunction and to decrease the numbers of wires cluttering the desk space. And it also allows the use of the mouse from 33 feet away.
Hey guys, my name is Aniya Chatterjee and I'm doing the third discipline, which is electrical engineering. So the overview of it is that it is actually one of the newer branches of engineering which dates back to the late 19th century. What an electrical engineer does is that they design, develop, test, and supervise the manufacturing of electrical equipment and the components of it. The field actually grew and branched out into a lot of specialized fields, and within that it kept on growing and growing. The contribution/design choice of a product. Contribution to the product was developing and designing the switches, digital circuits, and the microprocessors of our product. CAD or computer-aided design systems were probably utilized to create schematics and layout circuits. For their design choice, infrared light signals from a light-emitting diode, or LED for short, flickers through the spokes and are intercepted by a light detector as these spokes rotate. And the dark and light are translated by phototransistors, here's a picture of it on the left, into electrical pulses that go into the interface integrated circuit, or IC for short, in the mouse, an actual mouse itself. The pulses tell the IC that the ball has basically gone left or right or up and down. It basically tracks the movement, and the IC instructs the cursor to move accordingly on the screen. So basically, where the ball is moving, whether if it's moving left, right, up, or down, and by how much, the IC will actually instruct the cursor to move that much and in that direction.
Discipline number 4, materials engineering. Materials engineering is a discipline that focuses on type, use, and quality of a material to be used in a product. A new material being discovered opens doors for new technologies. As a materials engineer, a deep understanding of the structure, atoms, bonds, and physical and chemical property present in a material is needed in order to manipulate or shape the material into something else. The materials engineer would be the one responsible for the soft rubber wheel material, the construction of the shape of the plastic, type of plastic, metal, and every other material that was used in the construction. So they would also have to work alongside with mechanical engineers for structural and functionality expertise. For design choice, they would have to consider the durability, texture, weight, sound, the best shaped, amount of material needed, and cost. If the material is durable, then their mouse would reach more customers because customers care about quality and the duration at which their product will last according to how much they paid for it. What material is best for the shape is also important, how the material shapes. Acrylon, nitrile, butadiene, styrene, ABS plastic was used to construct this mouse. The combination of the 3 monomers produced a tough and highly durable shell. This type of plastic can withstand physical impact and chemical corrosions due to its high tensile strength property. ABS also has a low melting point, making it easy to cast. Casting is pouring liquidized polymer or metal into a mold to shape. Styrene gives a glossy finish to the product for the visual and tactile aesthetic and feel. The texture is important because a comfortable experience is very valuable to a customer. Plastic lumber, also known as PL, was used for the silent mouse version. Normally, Logitech opts for unsaturated polyester, UPE, and polytetrafluoroethylene, PTFE plastic for the gliding feet, but PL is much more durable and quieter. The weight also has to be considered for mobility, easy carrying. For sound, they made an echo chamber by adding plastic ribs inside to reduce clicking noise. Comparatively, noisy mouses have empty space that allow the sound to travel.
Lastly, we have the stakeholders. First, we have the customers. They will receive or purchase the item and will be affected directly by using the Bluetooth mouse. Their experience depends on the quality of the mouse, and if it is not up to par, then the customer loses their money and the company loses a customer. And the suppliers, depending on the success of the product, they will receive more jobs for the company to produce more products and receive more money. With the investors, they will be affected by the product's success in the market. If the product is successful, then the company's valuation will increase, netting the investors a profit. If the product fails, the company's valuation will decrease, causing investors to lose their money. And the media is a very powerful in terms of spreading the word about the product. More exposure leads to more potential customers. In addition, what they say and review will affect customers' decision making in buying the product.